What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Swartz. I am accompanied here by Private Garcia, and in this video we're going to be discussing her experience at AIT, specifically for 42 Alpha. I'm Sergeant First Class Swartz, your local New York Army National Guard recruiter, conveniently located in New York City in Midtown Manhattan, and I am never too busy to help you become our next citizen soldier. Here on this channel, I post a ton of Army basic training tips, recruiting, and other Army related videos. So if that's what you're into, consider subscribing to this channel. And without further ado, Private Garcia, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so real quick, why did you join the Army National Guard?
School was a big part of it. National Guard allowed me to serve and stay in my hometown, and that was a big part too because I'm very family oriented, so I got to stay home with my family and serve once a month and then 2 weeks out of the year. So that was good. But yeah, the main reason was college tuition.
So I know that your goals and aspirations is to eventually become a lawyer, right?
Yes.
And I know you wanted to come in as a 27 Delta, which is a paralegal specialist. We don't have any vacancies right now. So she settled for 42 Alpha Human Resources Specialist, by the way. I am one too. So, great MOS. So why did you choose to settle for 42 Alpha?
I think for what I want to do, I have to become familiarized with administrative work and sitting in a desk, filling out paperwork. And that's basically 42 Alpha. You sit in a desk, fill out paperwork for everybody in the Army, and you get familiarized with UCMJ, which is military law, and all the regulations, you know, little things here and there that I think would help me with my career.
Now, 42 Alpha is located at Fort Jackson in South Carolina, which happens to be the same location that she did her basic training. Now, there's a big difference between basic training and your AIT experience. Basic training is 7 days a week, hashtag no days off.
No days off.
So how would you express your overall experience at AIT?
You get more time to shower, which is amazing. You really appreciate that after VCT shower time. And you get to talk to your family in the night, during the night, because you use your phone. You get about like an hour personal time before lights out. After a certain amount of weeks, you're able to bring bigger electronics in, like laptops. I know that was really important for one of my roommates because she was a college student, so it really helped her just keep up with some of the things, you know, get ahead of the game while she was at AIT. So that's definitely a plus too. Yeah, for me, they let us bring at BCT. You have like these really rough blankets.
What blankets?
The green Army blankets, really rough. So you know, you get used to them, but then at AIT they let us buy our own blankets, and as long as they were put away for room inspections, you were allowed to use them during the night.
That's new.
Which was a big plus for me. So I bought myself a decent blanket. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't authorized that back in my day. That's cool.
Yes.
And during AIT, unlike basic training, where basic training is 7 days a week, AIT, for the most part, unless you like 68 whiskey or some other demanding MOS, you may end up being 6 days a week. But for the most part, Monday through Friday with weekends off. Correct me if I'm wrong, first weekend or two, you're probably restricted to the barracks, and eventually on-post passes to eventually off-post passes, which are towards the later end, right?
So as long as you do everything right, you build up your passes. The first pass you get, they give you an on-post pass, and that's like your freebie to get everything you need to get to keep you situated for the first few weeks. And then after that, it's what they call a battalion pass, which you stay around the battalion. There was a Pizza Hut right by there, and that was like the only place we could go to. Oh, and bowling alley. So we went to Pizza Hut and the bowling alley. I mean, battalion pass was amazing. Going from, no pass at all, BCT, to being able to do that was great. Or you could just stay in the barracks and sleep, which was huge. I know, I kept asking the soldiers that were there for a longer time, I kept asking, are you sure we can just go to sleep? We can just take a nap until they call us down to formation. They're like, yes, you get to take a nap during the day. I was like, what? That's brand new.
Say less, man.
Yes. And then eventually you get off-post pass, which you could bring in civilian clothes or buy civilian clothes, and as long as you're in good standard with your sergeants, no negative counselings, pass your PT test, pass all your tests in school, they'll let you go off post, and you enjoy off post for the couple hours that they gave you.
Don't drink alcohol or do any other types of drugs.
They will catch you.
Yes.
I don't know how, but they will catch you.
Don't be going to hotels, getting the nasty on, because a lot of the drill sergeants, as a side hustle, they're cab drivers. And they will rat you out and drop a dime on you real quick. Also, even though you're an AIT, you're still considered a trainee, so always maintain the battle buddy system. Do not go back to the barracks and be like, I'm by myself, my battle buddies left me.
And if you do stupid things like that, you can get your pass taken away. And then that means you stay in the barracks while everybody else gets to go out. Or even you get counseled or UCMJ, depending on what you do. So you really want to keep your military bearing at all times, because you represent the Army now, and you have to make sure you're representing them good.
So what are some 42 Alpha specific things that you could cover, like classes? What are some of the things that you learn? So anyone who's going to 42 Alpha school, what should they expect that's 42 Alpha specific?
So classes for me was 9 to 5, and basically you learn about PERSAT, which is basically personal status reports. You learn about DEERS, which is
adding family members and stuff.
Yeah, adding family members into the system so they could also enjoy some of the benefits the Army has to offer. You learn about, what was it called? eMilpo. You're going to be using that a lot. eMilpo, which is basically the site you use to update a whole bunch of things related to soldiers, awards. If you go AWOL, don't go AWOL.
AWOL is absent without leave, meaning you're not reporting to duty and you're not where you're supposed to be.
Yes, which is everything they teach you not to do. And stuff like that. If you get promotions, you got to learn how to promote people, give them awards. If they don't pass the ACFT, you gotta put that into the system. Basically, update everything. That's 42 Alpha. You're updating everything for all the other soldiers.
And that is the MOS, that if you want to choose to go AGR, which is Active Guard Reserve, to be the unit administrator, that is, you're already MOS qualified. So in the future, when say 2 years from now, from the date you sign your contract, or 2 years from the date that you were advanced to the rank of specialist, you'll be promotable to sergeant, and then from there you can apply for those UA, unit administrator positions throughout the state on our DMNA website. So definitely check out for that.
Definitely a plus.
So, what tips or advice would you give somebody for AIT? The only thing I would suggest is, because you're packing super light for basic training, I would pre-pack a box to have mailed to you when you're ready at the AIT location. So like those additional civilian clothes, your laptop, your tablet, whatever it is that you want to send to your AIT site that's not authorized at basic because you just won't use it and you don't want the extra weight. Or let's say you're a fluffy person or just flooded with extra water in your body and you lose a lot of weight. You might have to buy new clothes, which is probably a good problem to have.
Or if you have family coming for BCT graduation, you can have them bring whatever it is, which is an option.
I suggest mailing it so you don't have to carry all that, because you're going to be carrying at least one big duffel bag
They
plus
still
whatever you
smoke
brought.
you. They still smoke you.
Yeah? All
yeah,
right.
They do an initial smoke session. You have to carry everything. So yeah, basically the best option would probably be to get it mailed to you. So AIT is more like, oh, you said tips, right? Mm-hmm. So some tips would be, you're getting a lot of more extra time. Use it wisely. You're really going to be put to the test. Like everything you got taught at BCT, you're going to be put to the test. So like, go to sleep on time, because school classes are no joke. If you fail a test, they give you one other time to take it, a second opportunity. And if you fail that second opportunity, you either have to get reclassed or they kick you out. And after all that work, you don't want to get reclassed or to, potentially be discharged. Yes, so when they give you sleeping time, you just came from BCT. Take that sleeping time. You're gonna learn to appreciate it. Still, a lot of people tend to get complacent just because I feel like AIT is a more relaxed setting. Still, the Army, but I feel like it's a little more relaxed than BCT. They expect more of you, so make sure you keep those standards that you were taught at BCT, and don't get complacent, because then that's how you get stuff taken away. As a platoon, you get stuff taken away. So don't get complacent. Still maintain military bearing at all times, even during the free time that you get and stuff. Don't mess it up for yourself or your battle buddies.
Yep. Two things I would like to add, what not to do at AIT. As tempting it is, steer clear of fast food. Only because, you've been eating healthy for the most part throughout all basic training, whatever they mandate for you to eat. But when you go to the chow hall, you have the same old basic training style food on one line, and then you have the fast food line where you can order like cheeseburgers, pizza, chicken fingers, things of that nature, cakes. Try to remain that discipline that you had in basic training, especially if you are prone to be gaining weight easily, or if you were overweight and lost all that weight. Don't ruin your where you got yourself just so you could, choose a meal per week that you would splurge, maybe just on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? Because you work so hard to get that sexy six-pack. You don't want to lose it, okay?
And you're still taking the PT test, so.
100%. And some AIT locations, through the conversations I've had with returning soldiers, once you pass your final PT test for AIT, it's in some locations, I think it's more on Fort Lee that I've heard these stories, but it was PT was optional. How was it at Jackson?
And you don't want to mess that up just because you're eating more. But at Jackson, it was, no, you still had to do PT. But that was at my company. You still had to do PT. It was really big on PT every morning.
The other thing I want to talk about is at AIT, all right, for some of you, this is the first time that you've had this much money in your pocket. So many people make the mistake of going out buying the fanciest MacBook, the latest iPhone, the latest kicks. Don't spend your money on a bunch of I'll bleep that out. But don't spend and waste your money on nothing. Save your money, be smart with your money, okay? And come home with a good chunk of change in your wallet, and set yourself up for success when you get home. So there's nothing worse than going home and having nothing in your bank account because you splurge it all on junk food. Exactly, clothes, unnecessary things, okay? So be smart with your money. Any tips on anything like that?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of soldiers, as soon as they got to AIT, on family day, PS4, TV, and it's why? You're only gonna get an hour of free time in the night, and there's no point in doing all that. Maybe, if you got your laptop from home, there's just no point of spending so much money.
Reservists and guard members, they know where their unit's located, where they're going to be, all that good stuff. Active duty soldiers, you won't know where your duty station is until the last few weeks of your AIT experience, and whatever you purchase, you're going to have to transport all that or mail it to your next permanent duty station. So buying a TV, I mean, unless you plan on selling it half price or reduced price, because you're not going to be able to sell it full price to another warrior or trainee at the site, don't waste your money on stupid stuff like that. Like, wait until you get to your permanent duty station and get assigned your room and permanent quarters. Then, if you feel the need to do so, great. Get TVs and things of that nature, but be smart with your money. You don't get paid a lot. I mean, you don't spend a lot either, because you're not paying for, if you're active duty, you're not paying for health care, dental, vision, room and board, or rent, or lease, or mortgage. Like, they're giving you a place to live. They're just giving you base pay, and you got to make that money work for the entire month. And starting out as a private, it's not a whole lot of money. It's like $2,000 a month. So use your money wisely. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
That's very important. I feel like a lot of people went out and bought a whole bunch of things, and then at the end, because after graduation, sergeants kick you out basically and tell you to get out. And, you know, I want to get out, so I'm rushing too. You have a whole bunch of bags filled with PS4s, a laptop. You know, you're going to be throwing it around. It's just not convenient. So, just.
And AIT is more relaxed. You're not getting corrective training half as much as basic training, and it's not mass corrective training where the entire platoon is getting smoked for the most part. It's more on the individual and their battle buddy. So make sure you choose your battle buddies wisely. And screw your battle buddies away if they're messing up, because you don't want to be pushing for them. So that's pretty much all I have. You have anything else you want to add?
Just take in as much as you can now, because this is the job that you're going to be doing at your unit. So you want to get to your unit and know what you're doing, even if it's just the basics. So pay attention now and don't slack off.
And one last thing before we end this video, my tip to you is you're leaving a training environment where you train a minimum of Monday through Friday doing physical fitness training. You're about to go home. If you're a reservist or a guard member and you're going to go home, it is on you, the individual, to maintain your physical fitness on your own time. Okay, you're not going to be working out during your weekends, and there's no way in hell that you're going to get in shape working out 2 days a month. So it is on you to work out. You don't need a fancy gym membership. Last time I checked, the streets are free. The local jungle gym at the local park is free. Your living room is free. You can do body weight exercises. You can find things around the house. You can find a tree branch to do pull-ups, leg tucks, and things of that nature. Work out on the daily. Okay? Run at least 2 to 3 times a week at minimum. Throughout the day, you could do your push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, and dips, and stuff like that. And then try to, because of the Army Combat Fitness Test, I highly suggest that you be practicing, you know, the drag, the carry, the farmer's carry with the kettlebells, and deadlifting. Add deadlifting to your routine at least once a week. And as long as you're deadlifting at least once a week and doing farmer carries around your house with like gallon jugs or something like that, that should be suffice for the minimum standards for the ACFT. So don't come home, go to your unit and report there, and more than likely they're going to give you a PT test when you get there. You don't want to fail fresh out of training, and it does happen from time to time, more often than I'd like to admit. So when you're in AIT, make sure you're continually working out. When you come home, continue that and maintain that self-discipline and continue your PT. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. You can comment down below any questions or concerns that you may have, and I'll be more than happy to assist you from there. And if you are in New York City and you want to join the New York Army National Guard, you can shoot me a text, #BOSS, to 917-576-3529. It's in the description down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Trust me, I'm not that busy. I can help you. Any last words? All right, that's a wrap, folks. See ya. That's it. Video's over. Sorry, but you can definitely watch more. You can check out this video here, or maybe you can check out this video here. But you know what? Actually, this video is pretty good. You should definitely watch this one. But actually, this one seems pretty great. You should definitely check out this video. But actually, why don't you watch them both? Try clicking them both.